Make a quick video to touch on something. I think people are taking away from my video that I posted the other day that I am against the police or think that all cops are bad or something like that. And I'll tell you 100% that's false. I don't think that whatsoever. And if anybody has a reason to think that, believe me, it would be me. I've been set up by the cops. I've been beat up by the cops. I've been framed by the police. Spent time in jail for something that ended up coming out and being proven that I was set up by a cop because we were dealing with the same female at the time. So if there's anybody that has a reason to believe that all cops are bad and are dirty, believe me, it would be me. That's not the case, though. I don't think all cops are bad. I don't think any of that. That's just not true. So I wanted to make that very clear. I have friends that are police. I have clients that are police. If something happens, who's the first person I'm going to call? Somebody breaks in my house, the first person I'm going to call is the police. I don't think that all cops are bad. And I hate that somebody would even think to insinuate that towards me, And so I just wanted to make a video to clear that up. That I think, cops as a whole, there's a small, or there's a segment of cops that are police, that became police for the wrong reasons. There's the same way that we're gonna have that in any field. That there's people that get into their job to do it that aren't there for the right reasons. We're gonna have that. I don't think that all cops are bad. And I understand each and every cop, their goal is to make it home at night to their family, right? And I wouldn't wish any cop anything different. I'm not one of those type of people that because, cops have beat me up before, because cops have framed me before, that I'm going to sit here and hate all cops. That's not me. I realize that those interactions that I've had, were a small portion of law enforcement as a whole. I just got pulled over the other day, and the cop was awesome. He was awesome. I got a ticket. I deserved the ticket, though. You know what I mean? I got a ticket, deserved the ticket, wasn't upset. He was awesome. The interaction that we had was 100% awesome. And I record every time I get pulled over. I record. Just for protection, because like I said, I've been set up by the cops. I had a cop when I was younger set me up because we was both dealing with the same female. Set me up. I went to jail, served some time in jail, and then after the fact, it ended up coming out, by video surveillance to show that the cop planted drugs on me. I had cops broke 2 of my fingers before. But I don't think that all cops are bad. I'm not one of those type of people that think that cops should be disrespected or anything like that. They have an extremely hard job. They have a very important job. There's a lot of people out there that say fuck the cops and cops should die and stuff like that. But if somebody break in their house, who they gonna call? They gonna call the police. Right? Do I think the cops need better training? Absolutely, 100%, because it's that important of a job. I go to school longer to be a barber than cops go to school to be a police officer. I just think cops need better training in general, with people with mental illness, being able to recognize that the brother that got killed the other day, did he have any business charging at the cops with a knife? If that's what he did, no. You know, you can't do that. Was he suffering a mental breakdown? From what his family says, yes. You know, and I don't know all the facts of that. So, you know, I'm sort of just speaking by what his family has released, you know, to the newspaper, spoken to the newspaper. But I don't ever want anybody to think that I dislike, you know, police. Nah, I'm one of those type of people. Listen, I encourage people to become police officers. So if you think there's something wrong with the way police do their job or with police as a whole, become a police officer and start that change. If I didn't have my record the way it was, maybe I'd be a police officer just so I could be that good cop, you know. And there's plenty of cops that are good cops. We come into contact. Listen, 90% of the cops that we come into contact are there doing their job and want the best for everybody. There's always that small percentage that going to be assholes, that are just going to be power obsessed, you know, and power hungry and stuff like that. That's just the way it goes. No segment or demographic of any type of job is perfect. You know, they have a very, very hard job. I always try to place myself in situations, right? Before I give my opinion or speak on something, I always try to place myself in a situation, right? So what if I was those cops and I had that gentleman coming at me with a knife? What would I have done? I don't know. I might have acted the same way. I might have done the same thing, you know. I would hope that I would play the tape through and try to diffuse the situation. But in those instances where we have to make a split decision, the normal person, we make a decision, you know, and we might have some negative repercussions that come from that decision, right? A lot of those people, they make decisions and life and death is held in the balance. So their margin for error is so small. So small. So you would think that, you know, the vetting process to become a cop would be super strict, just to make sure you get the best of the best. And it's a shame that, you know, all cops are vilified. You know, I was just having a conversation with one of my clients before I came out here and made this video. And I was saying that I love how one of Major's best friends in school, his father is a cop. And I love how Major sees him and gives him a pound and everything. And he doesn't have this warped sense that, like, cops are bad. And I love that. And he gets that from us. Because neither myself or Rachel, you know, do we think that cops are bad. I don't think all cops are bad. Do I think there's bad cops? Of course. You know, there's bad mailman, there's bad doctors, all that shit. I think they need better training. And who wouldn't benefit from better training, right? Who wouldn't benefit from that? If you go to get your hair done, who wouldn't benefit from their barber being better trained, right? You go to get your car fixed, who wouldn't benefit from their mechanic being better trained? Of course, we all would. It's sad, the society we're in now, that, you know, if you say, I think this person made a bad decision, and that person happens to be white, now people are going to say, oh, you hate white people. And if I say, oh, I think that person made a bad decision, that person's black, they're going to be like, oh, Frank hates black people. You know, it's just the way it is. And I realize that goes more to say, that it's more to speak on the actions of the person, you know what I'm saying? Of the person that believes that, than it does as the person that is saying it, right? So I just wanted to make that very, very clear, that I think the cops have an extremely hard job. And definitely, what could better training hurt? Nothing, right? Nothing. They have an extremely hard job. Each cop wants to go home to their family at night. Same way I do, the same way that you do. So, for anybody out there that was trying to insinuate that I think cops are evil or think cops are bad, not true. That's not what I think at all. I think cops have an extremely hard job. I think they're very important to society. I also think they need better training. They need better training. There's nobody that's gonna lose out on somebody that has a job that important. Have better training. It's just the way it is. So I thank you guys. I hope everybody has a great day. It's raining here. It's an ugly day. I just want to go home, curl up in bed, right? Put a movie on with some soup and relax. But my bills don't relax. So like I said, I hope everybody have a great day, man. Be kind to somebody, be patient, be loving. And thank you everybody for the support. I appreciate you. Our family appreciates you. Rachel appreciates you. She was feeling good after her woman's talk yesterday. So thank you guys.